All right, y'all, here we go. Today. And y'all, I got something good for y'all today. Also, I'm gonna be going back and forth looking at my notes though that I read because I did put in some notes. This what I wanted to talk about today. Yep, put it in notes because it was very profound. And well, what I wanted to talk to y'all today about was, let me just begin. Can y'all see this? Of course y'all can see this. Okay. Let's do it. Now it says, can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? Okay. It says babies have the God mind perspective. All right? Babies have the God mind perspective because these are my notes. This is my wisdom I came up with. And I wrote it out because I won't remember it all. And this is a good one today, y'all. So it says babies have the God mind perspective because they are still in their immortal essence on earth, even after conception or being born. Now, their immortal essence means because before anything is physical, it's spiritual. Before you are physical matter, you somewhere, right? You are in the spiritual realm. And this is why in the biblical text it says to enter heaven you can't enter in flesh but in spirit. And we already know that the biblical text is not a religious book. It is a book of ancient esoteric secrets once decoded, the journey of a soul. Okay? So, but there is a lot of truth in there. You just have to know what it's saying when it say it. You know, it can say double speak. It's kind of like using double speak. If I say there was a cop related shooting. There was a cop related shooting where one man was found dead on the scene. Now, what does that mean? To people who will read that in a news prompt or something, or on a news channel, they would say a cop related shooting. So okay, so cop related. So okay, that means the cop was there, and a cop related shooting, and a man died. Okay, the cop was there because it said cop related, so it got something to do with a cop. It must got something to do with a cop then, and a cop was there. A dude was there, and the cop must shot somebody. Okay, so they would use double speak to not say exactly what exactly happened, but they'll say what exactly happened, but they'll like say it in a way to where they not exactly saying it straight out, but they saying it in so many ways. So a cop related shooting, man dead on the scene, ambulance show up, man already dead. The cop related shooting means the cop was there on the scene, and the cop was the one who shot the man. And when the ambulance pulled up, the man was already dead. But they're not just gonna come out and say, officer involved in the shooting of a man, of a black man. You know, they're not gonna say that. And they might even say that officer involved in the shooting, but they not just gonna come straight blatantly out and say officer shot a black man. You see what I'm saying? So it's like double speaking. That's kind of like what the Bible is. It's so many esoteric truth in there, but people, but and even in the way they say some things in the Bible, people still look at it in like a biblical religious aspect though, not even knowing that it's double speak. So with many things they say in the Bible, you can read it word for word, but that's not exactly what it means. It's not the exactly the whole meaning of it though. See what I'm saying? Like when they say the Son of God walked across water, walked on water. Well, it was saying that they were actually talking about the sun in the sky. And the sun is so grand, the sun is so huge, it's so grand that it touches everything on earth. The sun gives life to everything on earth, right? So that literally means they were saying that the Son of God walked on water. They were saying that they were talking about the sun in the sky. The sun is so grand and so large, and it gives life to all things on all the planets in the throughout the cosmos. The sun is the sustainer of life on all inhabited planets. So they basically saying it's so massive and so grand that it touches all the earth, and basically it's so grand that it even touches the water. So when they say the Son of God walked on water, it was not a man who did that. It was the sun. The sun's rays touching all life on the planet, even touching the water. Sun even touches the water. You understand? Because right now, I could walk across the floor right now, and y'all, and what would y'all say? I just walked on the floor, right? I'm walking on the floor, right? I'm walking on the floor, right? This is not concrete. I'm not walking on concrete. I'm not walking on shellfish. I'm not walking on air. I'm walking on carpet, right? I'm walking on carpet, right? Okay, so what would y'all say right now? What would y'all say right now, then? If I'm walking on a carpet, right? I'm not walking on the street. I'm not walking on the sidewalk. I'm not walking on concrete. I'm walking on a carpet, right? Okay, I take this water, pour it on there. So y'all just seen that? What I just do then? Didn't I just walk on water? No, 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 no. Fuck that. Y'all said Jesus did it, right? He walked on water, right? I just walked on the floor and poured water on the floor that I just walked on. So didn't I just walk on water too? You see how these things in the Bible that the so-called man did, they were things that were not even that grand. They fooled y'all into thinking these things were so grand, but the thing is so simplistic to where I literally just did the same thing. Period. I just did the same thing. So they weren't talking about this man who did all this magical, mystical shit. They were talking about it was interpretations and aspects of divine things that go on and they were trying to basically interpret things on a divine level, but their brains was so small, and the grandness of the divine and cosmos is too much for mortal mind. So they try to explain it in the best way they can. They try to explain the divine in the best way they can in these biblical texts, but they can't. They can't. So the way you read it is the only way that they can understand it, but that's not even the true way. You understand? When they say Jesus gave sight to the blind, Jesus didn't heal a man's eyes. He didn't walk up to a man and heal his eyes. When they were saying Jesus gave sight to the blind, that was for all in the biblical text, it said, let those with eyes see, let those with ears hear. It was basically saying that Jesus was one of those people who basically became enlightened. Basically, he opened his third eye, his pineal gland, and he began to see through the illusion, the veil, the matrix of the earth. He began to go on the path of true enlightenment. He began to see past all the worldly treacheries and deception and corruption. He's seen past all that. So he's not blind. He has these two eyes, but he has a third eye. He has an eye that sees past the veil. He unlocked his third eye. So when Jesus gave sight to the blind, they were saying that Jesus was also he reached the stage of enlightenment where he unlocked his third eye, and now he could and he went on the path to true enlightenment, and he's seen true divine things, and he's like truly seen things past the veil, like seeing the spiritual realm.